Hey everybody, I'm Josh. Ooh!
I'm Jace.
Nice. We're watching another Nostalgia Critic.
Was that loud?
It was pretty good. It was pretty loud. Terminator 3, Nostalgia Critic, Rise of the Machines. I know he did the fourth one, which is it's over there in the recommended videos, but we're not going to watch that yet. It's going to be a different video. I wonder if he's going to go to like Terminator 5. Is he going to do Genesis, or is it just going to be the first four? He might do
When did Genesis come out?
Like 5 years ago-ish? I was in college. I remember that.
What was the most recent one?
Dark Fate.
When did that one come out?
Like a little over a year ago or something.
I guess we'll eventually get there, but you would like maybe you have a moment to talk some shit about it. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
No, I want you to be here when I'm talking shit about it.
Well, I really want something to drink, so you'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
Nice try. All right, what do you know about this movie, Josh?
It's dumb. This movie, it's like it feels like Terminator 2, but like if Marvel did Terminator 2. You know what I'm saying? It's light and fluffy and silly. Like this is okay. Let me eat this real quick.
Oh, crunch is loud as fuck.
You know the scene? You've seen this movie, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, you're in it for a fucking treat, Jace. So, you know the scene in the second one where he goes to the bar. He's like, give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Yeah.
He robs those people. Takes the... And as he's walking through the bar, he's like scanning the people to see whose clothes will fit him. And...
They told us to skip that in this movie?
No. He does the same thing. He shows up. He's naked. He goes to a building to steal some clothes. And then... Except it's a different bar. It's a strip club. It gets better.
Oh, boy.
It's a male strip club.
Oh, boy.
And so he's scanning around. It's all women, so there's nobody. And he's naked, so all the women are like, woo! But there's nobody, because they're all women, there's nobody whose clothes fit him except the stripper. So he takes the clothes from the stripper, and then you know how in the movie he leaves the bar with the clothes and he puts on the sunglasses? Well, in this movie, they're silly sunglasses. They're like red and they're stars and shit. So the entire time the Terminator is in this movie, in the back of my head, I'm just like, is the T-800 wearing like tearaway stripper pants right now? Because he must be. No stripper on planet Earth is gonna wear like actual pants. He's gotta like fumble with off his legs when he's on stage. No, rip them off. By the way.
So you're thinking about male strippers when you watch this movie?
Yes.
You have some things you might need to discuss with Emily.
No. Also, okay, so he gets regular sunglasses. The commentary for this is hilarious with Schwarzenegger. He's there and he's doing commentary. There's a part where, like the instead of the T-1000, it's like a T-1100 or something. It's a woman Terminator, and they were. There's a part where she like hits the Terminator with a truck, and then he looks like, oh, I got him, and he crawls up on the hood, and his sunglasses are all messed up.
Okay, we're done.
No.
Let me watch it.
I gotta keep going. I gotta get all my feelings out.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be you know how you went on your spiel for Percy Jackson. This is my spiel, okay?
It was not that long of a spiel.
It was a bit of a long spiel.
No, it wasn't.
So he pops open the hood on the window of the car, and his sunglasses are all messed up. He looks grumpy. He takes them off, and then he punches through the window. And then the commentary, Schwarzenegger's just like. He's like, oh, do you think I would have been mad? Like, that I'm a character would have been mad because, I got hit by a truck. But no, I'm actually really mad because, my sunglasses got broken. And the Terminators, their sunglasses are very important to them. And I'm just like, he only wore the sunglasses in the first movie because his eye got gouged out. He needed to cover it up. And then John Connor is in this. He said he's like a young adult. Actually, no, he's like our age, I guess. I don't know how old he's supposed to be. This movie, okay. Would you fucking stop? Stop being a grump.
You fucking stop.
This movie has the pretty iconic shot of like the T. I don't think it's a T-800. I think it's like a T-850. It's like a slightly more advanced model. He's holding like the coffin in one arm and a machine gun in the other.
John Connor's in it.
John Connor's in it because it's a special bulletproof coffin.
I've seen that scene used as a meme.
Of course.
It was used. Everyone protecting Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park. Everyone protecting
him from being
Chester
memed.
Bennington from memes.
It's like the meme.
After he committed suicide.
It's like I can imagine, like, all the Pokemon I'm trying to level up. XP share with my level 100 Hydreigon. Just
That's a good one.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Thank you!
This movie has some pretty decent action. There's this really cool shot of, like, when the Terminator's, like, swinging on this thing, and he just kicks a truck and flips it over. That was sick! I think he's gonna have the same opinion as me, where it's like, that was cool, but it's fun, but it's not as serious.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. Well, after two of the biggest movies to ever hit Hollywood, we saw the return of James Cameron, Eddie Furlong, Linda Hamilton, and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the third cinematic installment of
Little
the
Hamilton's
Terminator
not in this.
franchise, Terminator 3. D at Universal Studios Florida. Oh, and some dumbasses made this.
And then there's like a deleted scene with Sergeant William Candy.
Okay, before I'm too hard on this movie, I can't say this is the worst of the Terminator films. Honestly, it has quite a few things I like in it. But it's the first one that made you conscious of, oh yeah, this is just another franchise.
Is that Kate Winslet?
It'd be like
No.
making
That
a
looked a
subpar
lot
sequel
like...
to Spirited Away.
Wait,
or
no.
Shawshank
Kate Winslet. Is that the word I'm looking for?
It sucks out that
No,
unique
I don't think that's the word.
special
I think it's the
I don't
chick
think that's
from-
the person who I was looking for.
can be watered
Not Kate
down like
Winslet.
anything else. With that said, the film does have some interesting things about it. One is it came
Where did I
out the
get?
same
Why did I
year
think Kate
Arnold was elected
Winslet? That's
governor
not the name I was
No.
thinking
three,
of.
which means he's the first politician to be elected and have the #1 movie. 2, it's the first Terminator film to be released by Warner Brothers. Actually, the rights have been passed to more studios than, I guess anything now. And 3, it's the first Terminator film not to be written and directed by James Cameron.
Yeah.
And boy, does it show.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 was the Dark Knight
By the way,
of
the
Batman movies.
they
This is certainly the Batman Forever of the franchise.
Yeah.
Not the worst, but certainly lighter and nowhere near as epic. With that said, though, is there anything worth remembering?
They almost casted
fondly in this
Shaq
movie?
to play that
Or is
Transformer.
it only the start
Or
of
the
judgment
Terminator.
for this franchise?
Because they wanted someone who could be like physically
Now let's
imposing to
fuck
Arnold
around
Schwarzenegger.
and find out. This is Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. So remember the epic credits to the other two films going from simple but memorable to iconic and haunting? Well, now it's just credits. Black background, play them while the movie acts out. They're about as memorable as... Oh, that's weird, I don't remember. Even the apocalyptic future is kind of lame now. I remember skulls and fire, a blue, laser-filled wasteland of death. Now it looks like an app you use to blow up pictures on your phone. Hey, remember when I took that city picture from the plane? Oh my god, it blew up! Now I'm gonna use it to blow up my ex-girlfriend. Oh my gosh, she blew up! She really blew up! It's real. As you'll quickly figure out, this film doesn't look bad, but nothing about it is iconic. We see John Connor, played this time by Nick Stahl, hopping from place to place trying to keep a low profile after he stopped Judgment Day.
My name is John Connor. They tried to murder me before I was born.
Nick Stahl's a good actor, and I'm sure could play an emotionally exhausted hero, but like a lot of actors in this, he doesn't sound beaten down by all the chaos he's witnessed. He sounds bored from saying the same lines the other Terminator films have repeated over and over.
The future has not been written. My mother told me the storm was coming. 3 billion lives would vanish in an instant. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves.
He does sound bored.
You want me to tell the same story?
It's like saying with great power comes I don't even have to complete that because you're so tired of hearing it. After the millionth time, it just doesn't leave that much of an impact unless you add something new. With that said, something new is added. Another Terminator sent back called the TX, played by Chris
The
Donald.
TX.
The first one was Schwarzenegger, a giant beast of a man who barely talked. The second was Patrick, a much smaller model but had more social skills. Like the machines learned how to be more human in between movies. So now that it's a woman, often seen as more social than men, this could be really creepy. But unlike Patrick, who balanced emotionally understanding and emotionally bankrupt sometimes in the same shot, this one just likes things.
I like this car. I like your gun.
I like turtles.
And she's fine at what she does, but like Stahl, I don't think they knew how to utilize her. She's neither expressive nor robotic enough to be threatening.
Where did he go? Tell me. Where did he go?
I think the focus was more on her being sexy. And don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger and
Yeah, that's
Patrick were
dumb.
exploited for that too. But the #1 priority was still to make them scary. And something tells me that wasn't their prime focus with this one.
That's right, Jace.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
What are you
I mentioned this movie is rated a very soft, boring R. Where most movies have to fight to bring the rating down, this one I think had to fight to bring it up. There's practically no swearing, most of the deaths are off screen, any blood shown is usually fake blood from a machine. With the exception of one creative kill, this could easily pass for PG-13, maybe even PG. Now, of course, gore doesn't make a huge difference in these movies. I mean, it makes a pretty big difference. It makes a huge difference, and here's why. In Terminator 2, we don't see Patrick kill this cop, because they're saving it for the second time he kills someone, and it's a huge payoff.
Oof.
Here, the first kill is off-screen. Okay, that's fine, building it up, but here's the second kill.
Let me see your license and registration.
I like your
I
gun.
like your gun.
What?
What?
It's also off-screen. In fact, the majority of deaths are just gunshots,
Oh, yeah.
stuff we've seen a million times. And you guessed it, they're mostly done off-screen. The gore wasn't just gore in the last one. It added a believable threat, taking a relatively silly idea and making it feel credible. Here, it's just random. So the TX, who could have been the scariest machine of them all, turns out to be the blandest. But thankfully, the one thing this Terminator does pretty well is the Terminator.
Talk to
For the most part, there's a lot to unpack. Arnold returns looking pretty good considering he was mid-50s here. And he once again...
He even got the same exact
Well, it
measurements,
locates a
like for his
ship-
muscles and shit.
Yeah, just cross off tails, and I think that's pretty accurate.
Take off your clothes.
Take off your clothes. Patience.
Okay, so you might have put together this Terminator film 12 years after the iconic last one has a lot of self-satire. We didn't want that, but here it is. And the only thing more annoying than that is, it's actually not that bad.
In a way,
Hear me out.
say
The reason I
inappropriate.
think it works okay in this is because it's still written around what the Terminator would actually do. We all know this cringy-ass scene.
Talk to the hand.
But when you see where he got it from, it's surprisingly pretty clever.
Your clothes.
Talk to the hand.
Now.
Silly, but I buy it.
I like that.
He's still hurting the guy, but he's complying too because he does want the clothes. Even those dumbass glasses. He tries them on, scarring fans for life, but he then crushes them. This is a machine that smiles when holding a gigantic gun. I totally believe he would do this. In these situations, no. But when he is, he reacts the proper way. And that believability is funny to me.
Talk to the
Most
hand.
of the time. Move on, please. We see an injured Connor breaks into a vet's office to patch himself up when one of the vets named Kate, played by Claire Danes, spots him while tending to an early morning cat owner.
It's Claire
How much did you
Danes.
take?
Enough.
This is the stuff we use to chemically neuter dogs.
No wonder I looked at my balls after they fell off. I'm gonna be traumatized when I sober up.
Put him in a fucking
Leader
cage.
of the resistance,
Yeah.
everybody. The resistance of going walkies.
My Kripke's basement.
What?
You're John Connor.
I recognize how much you don't look like your younger self.
Mm-hmm.
We went to West Hills Junior High together.
How could you forget me? I was your redheaded best friend.
No.
Looks like Kate made out with John when they were kids, literally the day before the Terminator entered his life. So, is this supposed to be her?
People
Is
have theorized
why
that.
she knew he'd be at the Galleria? No, I much more buy that these two made out. Arrived shooting the cat owner, and I give credit, they really made me think this movie was going to be this crazy.
Catherine Brewster? No.
If they gave that feature to the other Terminators, the ads would have written themselves. Not that her reaction when she does find blood from a target is much better.
Oh, a machine would not do
Again,
that.
Just imagine one of the other Terminators doing that when they find a target.
Sarah Connor.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Speaking of which, Arnold's the party
Woo!
pooper and stops the TX before she can kill our heroes.
You here to kill me?
I am programmed to take 4 dramatic steps before answering your question.
No.
That's the good news. The bad news is I'm really bad at the protecting you part. Connor and Kate escape, but we discover that TX can control other machines. One of the few additions that's actually a good idea, and like most things in this movie, is kinda taken advantage of. Wow, wait till I tell the fangirls he does smoke down there. Wanna see the best cop ever? Hi, dangerous looking armed man approaching me. You see anything strange around here? I just think too many happy thoughts. Eddie, we got us a ride! Open the door! He crashes into a pissed Mark Cuban, allowing the police and TX to catch up, leading to, let's be honest, a pretty fun chase scene.
Yeah! Oh, God!
It's not quite Terminator 2 good, but it is inventive, and most of the destruction was shot on set.
Practical. Oh, here's the thing.
Out of money
Kick him.
before they could shoot this crane building crash, but Arnold liked it so much
He paid for it himself.
So while we
Because he made out. They gave him so much money to be in this movie.
But on the plus side, you get to keep the residuals for this.
Wait, was he in that movie? What? Was he? I saw that movie a long time ago. Was he in that movie?
There was something I wanted to say earlier, but for some reason I can't think of the fucking word that I need to say to make it make sense, and it's pissing me off.
About what?
I don't know. I can't think of the word, Josh.
Pertaining to what? Are you trying to describe a show?
I'm trying to describe this. Shut up and let me think. Continuity, conservative, consecutive, no.
Describe what the word. Like, do you know what the word?
I don't know how to describe.
What does the word
word
mean? What does the word mean?
It means keeping things like practical in a sense that they make that in a term of storyboard, things don't seem all out of whack.
Consistent.
Thank you, motherfucker. How can I not think of that? Consistent.
Don't you hate brain farts like that? All right.
Motherfucker. Anyways, what I wanted to say earlier, it seems as if there's no consistency in this movie.
You mean in the franchise or this movie in particular?
Just the movie.
That is going on forever.
You
want some chips? I got some chips. You want some?
Nah. I got ice cream being delivered in about an hour and a half. Cold Stone Creamery. What the shit?
After they escape the TX, John is told why the same old obsolete Austrian model is back for the third time.
We stopped Judgment Day.
You only postponed it. Judgment Day is inevitable.
Buggy eye mode engaged.
You've got to be shitting me.
No, I am not shitting you.
I guess I shouldn't be shocked this is the plot for a sequel to the last one, but couldn't they work in the inevitable Judgment Day thing a little better? I mean, can you change the past or not? It'd be cool if we found out the date of Judgment Day was a lie from the machines. Like, you know, history's written by the winners, so they changed the date to trick the future generations of humanity. That way they could explain why the date would be different, but also keep true to the idea that you can't alter the past to change the future. Which the first one, and arguably the second one, we're keeping to. I don't know, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. These people had years to think this story up. But in this, it doesn't feel clever, it feels forced. And oh boy, did time feels forced with the perfect moment. I'm utilizing the same diet the writers had when they wrote this script high as fuck.
Are you gonna pay for that?
Talk to the hand.
That's our Hasta la Vista scene, everybody. We got your money, it's too late. Enjoy, Internet! That scene truly is tragic as it blocks out what's honestly a pretty humorous scene right after.
Just finish reading my lines for this stinker. Get me out of this!
Yeah, they technically kidnapped this woman.
These two having no chemistry, talk about off-camera time when they did have chemistry.
We made out in Kripke's basement. You and me hooked up the day before I first met him. And now, again, 10 years later.
It all sounds like some bad movie.
Cut.
Their next stop, the Terminator takes them to Sarah Connor's tomb.
Fuck yeah.
Is
Wait,
what
his
happens
mom is
when
dead?
Linda Hamilton decomposes.
Yeah.
Friends scattered her ashes in the sea. They stored this
She
weapon
passed away.
in
The
accordance
character.
with the
They,
will.
Huh. Feel like she could have just hit him with the other weapons. In fact, what if a killer robot from the future didn't come back in time to tell John all that? How the hell would he know to find them there? I literally think the only reason this was written into the film was to give us this scene where the police arrive and Arnold carries a coffin shooting a gun. Which I'm not gonna lie, I saw in the trailer and I did say, I wonder how they're gonna get to this point. I'm carrying the corpse of this movie away, just like I'm carrying the rest of this film. Hey look, the psychiatrist from the other two films.
God.
Bye!
He's just there for the joke.
Identity of Kate's fiance to trick her, revealing yards away that she's an imposter. A
Yep.
Tasmanian devil is more stealth than you. When the Terminator reveals why Kate is so important to the Resistance. And it's done in a way that's timed so silly you want to hear this music over it.
Later, your children will become important.
What?
She's your wife.
In the future.
They stop the TX in time, but not before she does some damage to their ride.
We need a new vehicle.
Maybe a Predator sequel on The Expendables. I don't think I can get much more out of this one. Kate is heartbroken that her fiance, whom which they've shared a total of 40 seconds of screen time together, is gone.
We gotta keep moving.
No, not he's not even worth IMDb'ing his name.
Sometimes things happen. We just can't change.
Their whole romance can be summed up in 2 words. Sucks. Yeah. When they discover Kate's military father might be targeted. Yeah, in the early 2000s, all female love interests had powerful fathers.
Yeah.
Kate and John say they want to
Cliché!
Terminator refusing.
Ooh.
Go to her father. We get him to shut Skynet down.
I calculate an 83% probability that you will not pull that trigger.
This is when Kate grabs the gun, aims it at John, and the Terminator agrees. Hey, it's no talk to the hand, but I think it would have been funny. He eventually agrees, and they head towards her father's base. But Kate questions the motivations of this killing machine.
If we get killed, does that mean anything to you?
If you were to die, I will become useless. There will be no reason for me to exist.
Thanks, Dad.
Why didn't he send you back?
He was dead.
What? What are you saying?
I killed you.
Spoilers. One of the other great things about Arnold's character is that it is a different model.
Yeah.
It's updated with more human psychology. It
Yeah.
can lie, it has an understanding of emotions, but it's
Relax.
still a machine who doesn't have any interest in them. It would have been so easy to make him more emotional because of this, but that was the last model. He didn't understand emotions, so he was trying to learn. This one does, and still keeps John at a distance, which honestly makes him one of the more interesting Terminators in these films.
Yeah.
He understands psychology, yet shows no emotion. I really do give kudos that they didn't go too sappy with this, as it would have been so easy to do so. With that said, it does come across a little more like a sitcom sometimes.
Your levity is good. It relieves tension and the fear of death.
It looks like Skynet has shut down all of America's military defense while TX sneaks in to no doubt program the machines to destroy Uwe Ball before Blood Rain.
What the
Sir?
fuck?
Shall I?
Yes or no?
It's my job now.
There's a surprisingly powerful moment when Skynet is about to be turned on to relaunch the weapon systems, and everyone knows the danger involved. So much so that Kate's father takes personal responsibility in pushing the button to launch it. Scenes like this do stop the film from being totally forgettable and actually add a little weight to what they're talking about. With that said, oops.
Shit.
She'll be back.
Whoa, that makes me look at that line differently. Oh wait, no, it's just a dumb joke.
Woo!
Wow, that was a surprisingly weak-ass missile. What, was it supposed to make your ears pop? TX catches up to him, though, and they split up.
What?
You remind me of my mother.
Ew.
Dude, get laid. Let's mix things up. We haven't seen Arnold in a bathroom fight yet.
What the fuck?
This actress just got an achievement unlocked she never thought she'd reach.
Grabbed Arnold's
Don't make me talk to your hand.
Oh god.
Again, give this scene a shout out. Some of the moves these two perform are goofily.
Oh, I love that.
Not showing any emotion. You can tell they probably had a good time performing them.
I know, this is awesome. Oh, come on. That's cool.
Smokin'? She knocks him out and reprograms him
Oh.
so that he can chase after Connor as well.
You made it.
Get away from me!
Yes, that means walk closer. You really are the worst predicted messiah. And I've known some really shitty ones.
Ugh. Oh!
Jesus, give that stunt woman an Oscar. Give any stunt performer an Oscar, damn it!
What is your mission? To ensure the survival of John Connor.
Is this the human emotion you call over-underacting? He turns the car into a Street Fighter bonus level and turns off his system. Honestly, in a pretty embarrassing pose.
Look at that power stance.
Do it. He shut himself down.
I also think he took his dick out and placed it on that SUV. He didn't even get that car's name. John and Kate fly to the location where the Terminator said they can stop Skynet, but the way is blocked.
Oh boy.
Oh, what's the Elvish word for friend? But it looks like the TX got to the chopper, and not surprisingly, so did Arnold. He ever knows about his Deus Ex Machina backup? I smell a gimmick.
shit.
I'm back.
You know, not every line needs to be the I need a vacation line. He stops the TX, who has resorted to roars and growls.
Yeah.
Did she do that before? Were those like her original lines in the movie?
Lady, have you any idea how fast you were going? What?
And
What?
blows her up while giving the only line.
You're terminated.
Trying on.
You are terminated.
I think I earned the right to phone one in. I am the only thing you're gonna remember from this movie. They discover, though, that they weren't being led to Skynet's destruction. They were being led to a shelter while Judgment Day still takes place.
Why did he lead us down here? To live. There was never any stopping it.
So,
Really
I'm
good.
kinda
I think it's
split on this.
a good ending.
On the one hand, I'm impressed this movie would be ballsy enough to do this. Most of the film is very light, so to end with a super downer send-off, practically making the last film irrelevant, I'll admit, does take guts to do. I also like that a lot of the film is John running away from his responsibilities as a leader, and he ultimately discovers there is no running from it, so he has to embrace it. But A, this is the same movie that has this.
Talk to the hand.
One of these things is not like the other. And B, remember how he said this?
We stopped Judgment Day.
You only postponed it.
Yet he talks about how Judgment Day is inevitable and you can't change it. Except you did. You changed Judgment Day. The other film, you went back in time to change things, and you changed things. So why couldn't you try to stop it from happening again? Even
Yeah.
if time does find a way to correct itself, it still shows stuff can be altered, so why not alter as much as possible? I'm probably reading too deep into it. I just hate when a film acts like, of course this is how time travel works, idiot, when you can go, no, you're the idiot, idiot. This is all bullshit. At least it can be consistent bullshit, idiot.
Relax.
Even he knew.
But
Even
whatever.
he
That
was able to say
Terminator 3
consistent.
Rise
Come
of the
on,
Machines. It's nowhere near the
Jace,
worst.
idiot. Ugh.
But it's
How could I not think of that word?
It's just another action movie. But with that said, it's an action movie with a decent idea here and there, some enjoyable stunts, and along with every groaner, there are some decent laughs as well. Most of them from Arnold. He really is what carries this movie, but
Yep.
it shouldn't be the best part of a Terminator film. The writing, directing, supporting cast, mind-blowing effects, and epic sigh should be the best parts about it. But I don't know. It is short, it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it has a few fun moments. But it was clear that Judgment Day had come, and the future of the franchise was not looking very hopeful. I'm a nostalgia critic, and it only gets better from here.
No, it really doesn't.
Your levity is good. It relieves tension and the fear of death.
Now the next one, Terminator Salvation, is just shit. It's just ass. And for some reason, so much screen time is devoted to that one dude who played, Perseus from the Clash of Titans movie. He's in the fourth one. And so much screen time is devoted to him.
Play?
I don't even remember his fucking name. But he was like some cyborg motherfucker.
Yeah, he didn't even realize he was...
He didn't even realize he was a cyborg.
Until they had to, like, do you want something to him? And they opened him up and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then, Christian Bale plays, what's his name? John Connor. And Bryce Dallas Howard plays the redhead from this movie, I believe. Why isn't John Connor the main character? What the fuck?
Headaches. Fucking headaches.
I saw Genesis, and Genesis was like... I think Genesis is just as good as the third one, except it's a little worse than the third one. But there's like some pretty funny moments with Genesis. Like there's a part where the characters get arrested and they try to like put Terminator on the ground, and then they're like, and they can't do it because he's not budging. And then there's like a part where they have to time travel again, but they can only teleport 2 people. So they teleport the 2 human characters, and they're like to the future, and they're like, oh, wait, Terminator, how are you gonna time travel? He's like, oh, I'll just wait. He waited like the 20 years for them or whatever the fuck, how many years it was, which I thought was pretty funny. He just waited. I kind of want to watch this movie again, just because of like, I mean, it's just the action scenes, you know? Jace.
Snyder Cut.
No, Jace,
Terminator.
No, Jace.
Snyder Cut.
There's a deleted scene. You're not gonna fucking believe this. There's a deleted scene from this movie where they find like a video, and it's a video of this dude. He's like, "Hi, I'm Sergeant William Candy." He's like a foghorn leghorn sounding motherfucker, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, except with that voice. He's like, this is the faction we were using to create these robots. And they're modeled after me. I like the idea that the Terminators are modeled after this guy. And they're like doing this presentation like, I'm Sergeant William Candy. And they're like, we might need to do something about the voice. And then some rando in the back says like, we can fix that. Like with Arnold's voice, just, we can fix that. It's so funny. And I'm like, thank God it's not in the movie because it's dumb, but I think it's funny as hell.
That needs to be a deleted scene.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I want to watch that bathroom fight where they're just ripping urinals out of the wall and smashing them over each other. And yeah, Nostalgia Critic has a really good point. I like the progression of the technology. Like the Terminator in this movie understands emotions. He just doesn't. He just doesn't do it. He just doesn't care. I do like
that shit's dumb.
The stripper's like, talk to the hand. He's like, can I have the clothes? And he takes it literally. That's something Drax would do. I love that. And by the way, the bad Terminator from this movie is worse. It has the liquid metal, but it has like a metal skeleton underneath. So what's the point of the liquid metal? It can't walk through bars. And I think at least in Dark Fate, I think the bad Transformer in that movie, it has like a metal skeleton underneath and liquid
Someone
metal.
explain the fictional science of the liquid Terminator to me, please.
Who fucking cares, Jace? It's fucking cool. So I think it's like programmable liquid. I don't know, but like in the Terminator Dark Fate, the bad Terminator is like this one that's like got a metal skeleton with liquid metal over it. Except the liquid metal and the metal skeleton can act independently from each other. So it's like 2 Terminators, which I thought was cool. I think that's a cool idea. Let's wrap the video up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Josh.
I'm Jace.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm getting sleepy.
Oh no.